These days, internet is widely used. Computer viruses and malicious attacks were everywhere. But what is a computer virus? A computer virus is a type of computer program that, when executed, replicates itself by modifying other computer programs and inserting its codes. If this replication succeeds, the affected areas are said to be infected with a computer virus, a metaphor derived from biological viruses. But who makes the computer viruses, or who inputs the codes?
It can be a computer expert or a hacker. Hackers are individuals that wants to steal your files or corrupt a computer system. What can we do to avoid those computer viruses? Here are some tips or things you can do to avoid it.
There are ways to protect your computer from viruses and also to block the viruses. Install an antivirus, keep your software up to date, back up your computer, use a strong password, watch the downloads, install an ad block, run a virus scan often, and avoid suspicious links.
The first one is to install an antivirus. It will give your computer a protection against viruses. It is used in detecting, quarantining, and deleting malicious code to prevent malware from causing damage to your device. Malware or malicious software is the collective name for a number of malicious software variants, including viruses.
The second one is to keep your software up to date. Upgrading your computer system improves the security features that will protect your computer from the latest hacker created viruses and malware. So please make sure to update your computers from time to time.
The third one is to back up your computer. Once a virus entered your computer, your files will be corrupted and may require to reformat your computer. Once a file or data is corrupted, there is no way to retrieve those data. But if the backup also contains a virus, it will only repeat the problems we've had until we don't back up the infection.
The fourth one is to use a strong password. The password is the first line of defense against everyone attempting to gain unauthorized access to our account. Once someone has access to an account, they can steal the data or files and destroy it. They can also upload malicious information to the computer.
The fifth one is to watch the downloads. Some sites can be sneaky when they're loaded with malware and suspicious content. If the download starts that we didn't authorize, you should immediately cancel it and exit the web page before more malicious code appear on your computer screen.
The sixth way to protect your computer is to install an ad blocker. Online pop-up advertisement can lead to authorized content. It can steal data and install viruses. An ad blocker stops us from seeing the advertisement that suddenly pops up.
The second to the last way is run a virus scan often. Even though we have a locker and antivirus softwares, there is still a chance for someone to download a virus or install a malware to our computer. We need to run a virus scan on a weekly basis in order to stay protected from the malicious coding or viruses. This is better be done before we back up our files to make sure that they are not harmful and they don't have viruses.
The last way is to avoid suspicious links. Links can be sometimes dangerous, especially when they are from unknown source. It is a common trick that is used today in sending emails that links to harmful websites that may install virus from our computer or steal our data.
Here are the things that we should and shouldn't do. We should be legitimate software and register it. We should also make sure that our software is up to date. We shouldn't click on the links or open attachment from email address that's from unknown senders. We should instantly leave the websites we've been routed to without our consent. We should have pop-up blockers running in our web browser. We should use reputable antivirus program and always keep it updated. And lastly, regularly back up your important files to an external drive and remote storage services.
Now, let us know how to protect ourselves from malicious attacks through computer viruses. A malicious attack is an attempt to forcibly abuse or take advantage of someone's computer, whether through computer viruses, social engineering, phishing, and other types of social engineering. But what we can do? We can connect to secure network, enable and configure a firewall, install and use antivirus and anti-spyware, remove unnecessary softwares, secure your web browser, apply software updates, and enable future automatic updates, use good practices in World of the Wild Word, don't install or use illegal or unauthorized softwares.
Just like in the ways to protect our computer from the viruses, that were also ways to protect ourselves from the malicious attacks. Our computer is connected to millions of other computers when it's connected to the internet. As a result, intruders may gain access to your computer, so make sure to connect to a secure network.
Enable and configure a firewall. A firewall, like a router, is a device that regulates the flow of data between your computer and the internet most current operating system. For example, contains software firewall, we should create a strong password to prevent unwanted access. Install and use antivirus and anti-spyware. This will keep us informed if there are any suspicious codes or virus that has been through our computer. Remove unnecessary softwares. Intruders can attack your computer by exploiting software vulnerabilities or the flaws and weakness, so the software you have installed the fewer chance of attack and assault after ensuring that it is safe to remove. Remove any problem that you don't need. Disable all the non-essential services.
Next is to secure your web browser. New web browsers typically do not have secure default settings. As a result, guarding your web browser is a key in chanting the security of your computer and the security of your data. Then is to apply software updates and enable feature automatic updates. This will update your software and repair the bug's vulnerabilities.
Second to the last is to use security practices in the world of wild web email attachment. A untrusted link should be avoided. People typically transmitted malware by opening email attachment. By clicking opening the email that is linked on malware is not just a malware in your computer. Don't open any attachment until you know they're safe, and you should avoid sending clinical information over the internet. The last thing we can do is to not install illegal or unauthorized software. This will damage your data and put you in a legal trouble.
It is not bad to be curious, but there is a saying that curiosity kills the cat. Curiosity may lead us to big trouble and also to our computers. On those ways that we gave to avoid computer viruses and malicious attacks can sometimes not be that effective. That's why checking the website links, email attachments, and even to software that is important. We should study the link that we will open or even the email so that we know that it is safe for our computer and especially to ourselves.